Hello. How are you? Very tired. How are you? Hi. So this is George.
Yes.
He's one of my partners.
Hi.
Anthony, the one that you spoke with me yesterday, he's off today, so you get George.
I don't know if you're hungry, brought you 2 cookies.
Is there chocolate?
One has chocolate, one doesn't.
Okay, I'm allergic to chocolate. Are you really? If I eat it, I'll just projectile vomit. Oh, please don't. There's a
If I get too emotional, I'll also vomit. So
I know one sprinkles, but you know what? I can put them here if you want it. You want it? That one has chocolate.
this one?
This one.
Oh, I was like,
Ma'am, that is a damn chocolate chip cookie. I'm gonna need you to pay it situational awareness. I feel like Archer. I'm like, you picked one has sprinkles and frosting.
Yeah. And they specifically
I don't think she
told
was
you.
innocent at all. Again, you don't go
no.
into a house that's been cooking long pig and be like with a young gentleman, a kidult who has barely mastered, making easy mac and ramen, and suddenly he's, smoking long pig, and you don't say,
And not only smoking long pig, but doing so in the house.
Yes.
I mean, because we all know that you always smoke meat in the house, right? Well, I guess Courtney Clinty did, but that's a different kind of thing.
So lovely Beth, this is Catherine Melender, or she goes by Kat. She is the girlfriend of Chandler Halderson. Chandler Halderson was accused and found guilty of unaliving, dismembering, partially burning his parents, all because he lied about being in college, having a job, lied about just about everything in his life. And all of his lies were getting ready to be exposed.
Yeah, because his dad.
And they found all the evidence. And poor Kat, unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, she either knew what was going on, had an inkling, or seeing as how she picked the one chocolate chip cookie when she's deathly allergic to chocolate, she might not have known anything. I'm changing my opinion. She might just not have noticed.
And to top
Maybe
it
there
all
was
off,
just a leg there, and he's like, "It's a prop," and she's like, "Okay."
But to top it all off, though, this is the part that makes me think that she definitely had something to do with it, or at least knowledge of so, is in the opening statement by the prosecution. They said, well, we've talked to Kat, Chandler's girlfriend, and she had nothing to do with it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That immediately is like, okay, so what did she do? Did she, because she did have this obsession with knives, apparently. And it's like, so did she help you cut them up? Like, what exactly did she do? Because she kind of seems like the type that might.
Not to mention, pieces and parts of parents, or at least dad, were found on her mom's girlfriend's farm, and so was the unaliving weapon.
Yeah.
It just, And the unaliving weapon wasn't found until months later.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't found. Yeah, it was months and months later. Because it was found in the barn. And then they found some other stuff, like some of the knives or blades, hacksaw blades and stuff. They found those in a pipe or something like that. But then there was a rifle of some sort, which is what they found months and months later. But yeah.
Yeah. So this is Chandler Halderson's girlfriend, Kat, and this is the first interview where allegedly she knows nothing. They are just trying to find the parents, and she is going to start giving evidence to clear, air quotes, her boyfriend that seems to be implicating him. So that darn Kat.
Yeah.
And then she is deathly allergic to chocolate. We'll baconate it because this is pissing me off very much.
vomit. So
I know one sprinkles, but you know what? I can put them here if you want it. You want it? That one has chocolate.
She picked a chocolate chip cookie, and she's deathly allergic to chocolate.
Eat carefully on that one.
It's okay.
Oh, and then here's your phone.
Eat around the chocolate.
Because yesterday was just so fabulous with all of your timestamps on Instagram or Snapchat. So
You might need to turn yourself up.
Vomit how long?
There you go.
Okay.
How was work?
I was there for 30 minutes and then they were like, you can go.
Oh, how come?
I'm a very emotional person. I'm like, I was worried, so I like cried a little bit. Like when someone walks with me, like, hey, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. And then like I talked to my pharmacist and she was like, you can go home. And then I picked up some groceries, took it to Chandler and cooked him some food because he wasn't eating well.
Oh,
No, he was eating well.
Nervous about his parents. I can't eat well when I'm nervous, so
okay.
Them daddy back
nibble
ribs.
the cookie. Baby steps.
There's no Choc right in there.
Yeah. That's the water. Make sure the police aren't trying to poison me.
No, we're not.
I don't want to get you
Ma'am, you are flipping eating chocolate. You're gonna kill me because you're gonna.
Have you heard anything about his parents?
No,
Did you know if his brother made it to the cabin yet?
I don't know.
No, he's on his way up.
Yeah, Mitch, he called me when I was in the car.
Okay.
Oh, were you guys going up there?
No, in the car of like the Lisa's car.
Oh,
Yeah, because they're hoping they could
Jesus, John.
make sure the garage door, like to get into the house, was unlocked so people can be with the dog. Because they thought just Chandler would come down here if they needed, so I was there to watch the dogs too.
How was he supposed to get to the cabin, you know?
He left around like little after 2, I believe, and I think it's around a 4-hour drive.
okay.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
You don't want you guys to go with, or the dogs?
Yeah, the dogs.
Jesus.
And his fiance was going with him, so I think my mom has the same shoes. Clogs?
Yeah, they're super comfy.
I have a pair. Broke when I went to the pharmacy for too long.
They're nice.
She's gonna
Like,
eat a big
yesterday I was
old
wearing
bite
my
of
tennis
chocolate
shoes
right
and
now, and I'm
there.
gonna
they're
lose
super
my
comfy,
mind.
so
She just did.
I just don't know what today will bring. So, all right. So
She just realized it.
That's so
some of it is going
sad.
to be repeat. I just want to make sure that I'm really understanding everything. So, again, give me your timeline from Thursday.
Thursday I worked. That's when Chandler told me, I think it was Thursday, that his parents were going up to the cabin with some friends. So he was going to be at the house with the dogs by himself all weekend. Went to sleep, woke up, got ready for work, went to work. We planned that I was going to go over there and spend the night. Just hang out with him and the dogs. Because, there's fireworks and Rizzo's very scared of dogs. So, dogs. Fireworks, yeah. But before that, I had to stop at 2 different Targets to do some grocery pickups.
And this was Friday.
Okay, why are you stopping at Targets and pickups? Again.
Because of the peroxide. She needed to get the hydrogen peroxide for that massive cut on Chandler's
She
toe.
works at an MFing pharmacy. You know, in Walgreens, do you know what they have? They have an entire aisle labeled first aid. And they have like big gallons of, guess what? Peroxide and ammonia and bleach.
Yeah, well,
Oh my God.
you pointed out earlier that she doesn't seem to recognize things. I think this may be
And
one of
she's
those
working with
instances.
pills. This makes me very comfortable. I feel very good.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stopped at Hilldale, my apartment. Then I went to,
Remember what time you stopped at Hilldale?
got off at 5 to maybe about a 20-minute drive from there. So maybe like 5:20.
5:30,
Yeah.
depending on traffic and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not a store LA. Then I went to my apartment, grabbed clothes, and then I grabbed a bunch so I could do dirty laundry at my mom's house because I knew it would be stopping at my mom's at some point. East Target, went to my mom's house.
So, do you not live with your mom?
Vale, I see why they're together. Can you imagine how boring their conversations are? I, I mean, I'm sure they
Yeah.
would be much funner with a gummy, and I could just listen and laugh at how just inane their conversations are. But oh my gosh, like today, if anyone's ever watched Futurama, when they go to Zoidberg's planet, when he's getting ready to try to mate, and he's trying to ask her, and she's like, "Well, first I ate a piece of toast, and then I got ready."
Yeah. I
This is why I couldn't be a police officer. I'm like, "Come, get to the point. What are you talking about? Do you have any point?"
yeah. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of substance there with her.
And
I
to
don't mean to
be
be mean, but
well, and to be fair, when I was okay, let's see. I had a very short period in my 20s when I was young and didn't have children and wasn't married. But wait, how do I change my YouTube resolution? Oh, are you talking to
it's
someone? I was like,
I
I
was
don't
gonna
know
say
how to
it's
do
not you.
that.
Yeah, it's not you. Like this is the
Oh,
video. The original video was like the smaller size, and so yeah.
oh, okay. I was like, I have no idea. You guys, the fact that I can do StreamYard is amazing. Um, but she just, when I was 20, I'm trying to give her grace because maybe I was this inane too.
Oh,
I'm
I
trying
was
to remember.
definitely stupid. I was just
But I don't think I was this stupid. Like I'm trying to remember if I was this insufferable, and I'm hoping I wasn't because I feel the deep need to apologize to everyone I knew when I was 20.
I mean, at 20, let's see. Probably the only thing that I was talking about at 20 was probably guitars. And a lot of the people that I was hanging out with, none of them are musicians. So I'm assuming that I was probably insufferable.
She gets a little bit of a pass.
Yeah, we're all
A little
insufferable
bit,
when
but
we're young.
I still don't understand. You work at a pharmacy and you didn't pick up stuff at the pharmacy because YOLO? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm going with.
yeah.
An apartment.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mentioned it yesterday.
The Trafalgar.
No, that's my mom's house.
Okay. So then, what is your address?
110 North Bedford Street. It's called Lark Cole. It's only like a sublet from April to July 29th. So I won't be there longer. I'm just going to go back to my mom's place.
Is there a department number or is that one time?
321.
Sal, she moved.
All my roommates are on the basketball team for UW.
No way.
Lovisa, Lexi, and
Yeah, let's dox people.
Yeah.
Name dropping.
to east to my mom's house to grab the hydrogen peroxide and the Swiffer because Chandler broke the glass of the fireplace that day and cut his toe, so we wanted to clean that and then clean up the glass and blood. And then we had burgers for dinner because he made me burgers because he burned his hands.
What kind of meat was
grill.
it, Kat?
No,
Bill, Hardman to get dirty clothes. To use Target to get the Swiffer.
No,
No.
Mom was supposed to get this with her.
Mom's to get the Swiffer.
Yes.
To use. Then
then east because I wanted some pickle jalapenos.
You know, why Swiffer didn't take this and make like can clean crime scenes to almost near undetectableness.
Yeah. If your excuse wasn't that you got a cut on your toe and bled all over the house.
Well, I mean, allegedly. I'm just saying, you know, if I were on the marketing team, I'd be like, he almost got away with it. And if it
Yeah.
worked for him to almost get away with it, imagine how clean your house will be. Swiffer, you almost got away with it.
Yeah. Like the cut on his toe. Okay. I'm looking at a picture of it, okay?
Ew.
The
You
cut
keep
on
the
his
feet fits
the
all
cut
to
on his,
yourself.
oh, I don't like his feet. Um The cut on his toe is probably the size of like the tip of 2 pins. That is the size of the cut on his toe that covered his house in blood.
Well, I mean, is he a hemophiliac? Did we not know this?
I mean, the I have bled half to death before. Not actually a joke. And the
Do you
amount
need like a person to live with you to make sure you're okay? Like just a guardian ad litem to make sure you're not falling down.
maybe
I mean, I need one. So
but like the amount of blood that was in that house, dude wouldn't be able to function if he lost that much. Cause like I remember when
yeah,
I was in that position, and like you can't do anything. Like you don't have the energy to move. That's the only way I can explain it. I know that's not the right word, but like you just can't move. Yeah.
yeah. Well, so it's like me. Like earlier this morning, I had to bow out of Baker's because sometimes and also, sir, Mr. Chandler, as a real cripple, I find it offensive that you tried to take my identity. How dare you culturally appropriate my identity as a real cripple, you asshole. I'm a real, I deal with this every day, but my body has a hard time regulating its temperature. So I'm sitting here with a heating pad and I can't get warm. And that's just, but I could suddenly overheat too. So I was just like, sir, how dare you? How very dare you?
Yeah.
In full Greta Thunberg, how very dare you? You sit here and you tell us about dreams and you tell me about your pain, Chandler. But I am a real cripple. YouTube's like, demonetized. I'll be like, no, I have a pass right here. Goes on my car, says fully special. Cannot fight me.
Ghost 3. If you're bleeding half to death from that, you might want to go see a doctor. Just saying.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Continue to eat the chocolate, or cat. This is a good
Where was
idea.
So then to Chandler's. And then I was there, and then I left in the morning because he wanted to do chores, and then I know around what time I was home. Took a picture.
You know what the chores were? Like, what does that mean?
Chores, like, family usually gives me
I know what
housework.
the chores were, yes.
You know the grass outside the front of his house? He usually has to take that to the dump. Probably
Cutting a leg.
make sure all the remaining glasses up.
An arm.
Do his laundry.
Do you know, did he go to the dump?
I think he said he went, but it was closed.
Those aren't chores. That's called life and being a damn adult.
Yeah.
These kidults are gonna kill me. I don't understand how an entire workday gets done and then I still have to do stuff at home. Yes, it's
Yeah.
called life.
It's literally called life. For example, before this stream, I finished cutting all the baseboards for my house because you have to.
I finished doing all the tags that I had been writing, and I have one of the new boards done, and I am currently looking and ordering things for my new semi-new office. And
There
trying
you
to
go.
figure out if a bunch of mushroom-shaped lamps would be inappropriate or hilarious.
Hilarious.
Or that they were just closed. I don't know if he drove
Yes.
all the way there.
And
then,
welcome, Sarah Adams.
Timestamp, sorry.
So on your Snapchat, do you manually enter your location or is it just through your...
Whenever you open Snapchat, it has your location.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you turn it off.
Okay.
And so on Saturday, I was with my dog at 8:53 a.m.
So did you see the fireplace?
Hmm?
What did it look like?
Like, broken. It was like one pane, I think,
Jesus.
on the left side.
Welcome.
And did you see like the blood in the glass? Or was that all picked up?
It was pretty much all picked up except like a little bit of glass was still there. Honestly, I didn't see like a lot of blood, but probably because it was only a cut on his big toe.
Okay.
I see to look at.
And blood was by the fireplace, I assume.
Awesome
The blood was
possum.
by the fireplace.
I think so. I didn't like see it, you know.
Oh, you didn't see the blood?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ma'am, how many fingers am I holding up right now? Just asking for a friend. To this detective. Like, what did you see? How was the fireplace? It was broken. And
Yeah.
it inflected up at the end like it was a question. I hate that about younger people now. Everything inflects up like it's a question. I'm like, stop. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Where do you like go in the house? Where do you normally like hang out with Chandler?
All the floors, like his bedroom. That night we were mostly just in the living room. So there, the bathroom,
Where the fort was.
to the kitchen, second living room, his room.
Okay.
Like I just don't go in his parents' room or the spare bedroom. And I think Friday night.
Sorry. For those that are new coming in, I didn't realize I was muted. Cliff Notes version. This is Kat Melender, and she is Chandler Holderson's girlfriend. This is the first interview of her when they're still assuming, well, they think something's hinky, but she is putting off and appearing very surface level that she knows nothing and they're simply trying to find the parents. So Chandler Halderson was accused and convicted of planning, executing, and then dismembering and burnt, basically doing the whole Joel Guy Jr. on his parents because he was lying about school, job, work, just about every daggone thing. So this is the first interview of his girlfriend where she basically gives a lot of evidence that implicates him while trying to profess his innocence.
Yeah. And sleeping in the same room in which the fireplace was used to barbecue old dear mom and dad, or at least parts of this.
Yes. So Chandler tried to use the home fireplace. This is where a lot of people have very big questions about her, at least naivete or not, at least knowledge or even accessory to murder, because she and Chandler stayed in the same room that Chandler had previously the night before tried to burn pieces of his parents, and that wasn't going fast enough, and he didn't realize how hot, incinerators need to be. So he tried to use a fan to get more oxygen into the fireplace, and it exploded because, at home fireplaces can't handle
Yeah, they don't get that hot.
incinerator heat levels.
Yeah.
So she basically stayed in the same room as that with, again, Chandler Halderson, a man baby who is not even capable of making possibly ramen noodles by himself.
Yes.
And yet it smells like there was a barbecue in there. And she is claiming that she knew nothing. And the prosecutor is claiming she knew nothing. So we know she's guilty if the prosecutor claims she knew nothing.
Yeah. Sure, she didn't.
Now, things to negate the fact that she might be in actually supernaturally naive. She is allegedly super allergic to chocolate, yet picked out the chocolate chip cookie to eat. She went to 2 different Targets to pick up hydrogen peroxide when she works at a pharmacy like CVS, and they have an entire first aid,
Yes.
thing. So,
I mean, nobody's ever accused her of being a genius. So,
caption this face. Why haven't I used toner on my blonde under bleach? It's driving Mo crazy.
it's like,
Or
am I allergic to chocolate or is it something else?
why did I pick the chocolate chip cookie? There was sprinkles.
Why was I
Or
with Chandler?
do I need to remember to breathe all the time? How does my body breathe when I don't tell it to? That's the one. That's what she's thinking right now. Now, being ADHD, I have these thoughts sometimes, so I know this.
And
No, I didn't
maybe
shower Friday night. I showered Sunday night, I think. Yeah. So Friday night, didn't shower. Slept in the couches. So we could be with the dogs.
mm-hmm.
Woke up, went to my mom's house to be with my dogs, and they could do the chores. Came over around like lunch-ish time, like noon, I believe. 11 noon time. We hung out, watched Daybreak on Netflix because we started that Friday night. Watched it. Then he left around like before 5, so maybe like maybe late 3, almost 4 to before 5. Like
She's still
no,
older than Sadie. What's her face from
I straightened my hair.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Mine takes about 20 minutes. Chandler was gone. I also did my eyebrows. So that's about another 10 minutes. With eyeliner and everything. So that'd be like 4:20 at the latest is probably when he left.
On Sunday.
Saturday.
So you were getting ready at your house?
Because we went out with Rose, remember? Rose and my brother. Well, we as in me and my brother went with Rose. Chandler was at his house.
So did you guys
Cooking.
meet up at your house or mom's house?
My mom's house.
Okay.
When I say our house, I mean my mom's house.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. And then Rose got there around 5, and then we went. It's not really like relevant to the story, but like we got Sencha downtown, walked up to the restaurant on the square that was closed. So we walked down to Ian's, went from Ian's to the fireworks show. I have the picture of my ticket. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Oh, is that the one at
The Isthmus?
Free
Yes,
Stevens?
the Isthmus. The foods lights at the Isthmus. Pink ticket.
Oh,
Or the-
she's a peopler. No thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 20-minute show. They said it was supposed to start at 8:30. We sat there till like 9:30, 9:45 before it went off.
I heard it was lame.
Sat there like I feel like my butt's still bruised because we got there around like 7:35.
I don't know that
Sat
she
there
has
for like 2 hours
ADHD or she's
on
just
bleachers.
20.
Yeah.
Then went home. Woke up. Rose
I didn't
and I
know
went
lame
to
was still
Starbucks,
used, but
San
now I use
Panera,
that
to
all
pick
the
up Bibbles
time.
and coffee.
Is this Sunday now?
Yes,
Okay.
So when you say you went home, you went to
mom's.
your mom's.
Yes.
Okay.
And you slept there?
Yes.
Okay.
Starbucks some coffee.
Where you guys driving?
Oh, so in the morning for like Starbucks or like the fireworks show.
The whole shebang.
So okay.
I think that's just
Friday, what were you
her.
driving?
Friday, my red Subaru, which is under my mom's name, Dulce Melander.
You know the plates?
VER.
Things are hard. Thinking is hard.
Mhm. The face. That face that she's making. It's like.
I don't know the numbers.
Okay.
I know it's VER. you look inside, you can see dog toys on the like windshield thing for my dogs. But so that, and then when it was like going downtown to get Sencha, it was my brother's car, which is a Mazda black. I don't know his plate numbers.
You are okay. Life happens.
And then when we went to get Starbucks, and then the Panera, my Subaru again, red Subaru Forester 2012.
Okay, so all I've heard lately or through this is that she probably spent all of her paycheck on flipping drive-throughs. She's pissing me off.
Yeah. It's like,
I
don't know how to
God,
cook.
I'm becoming old.
Don't know how to cook. She's with some dude who has no job, never has had a job, didn't go to school or anything like that, has no prospects, yet she's clearly banging this dude. And it's like, and she's bringing no value to the relationship either. And it's like, they're just going to be a dumpster fire. But, yeah.
She FaceTimed him in the shower, which I've seen Chandler. I don't want to see that in my mind, but now I have to because, and all I can imagine is those skinny calves just. But I mean, if he really had the dropsies and everything, what's she gonna do if he passes out? Hey, Chandler's parents, if you heard that loud thunk, it's your kid. You might want to go get it. I mean, obviously they were doing the stuff.
On FaceTime in the shower, yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, Kat, aren't you concerned that your boy is going to pass out from blood loss? I mean, maybe she wasn't. Maybe it's not that big. Or maybe at that, that point of elation that maybe he can't handle it because he's so weak. Because he just can't handle it.
Oh my gosh, you have to hear. I know Sal did some of their prison calls where he's, praising her for sending him good smelling lotion. Oh my God, he is such a girl. No offense to girls, but.
So I see some questions about FaceTiming in the shower and is her phone waterproof? So there's ways to do it. Like they make things you can stick to your wall and all this, like, or stick it outside of the shower. Like, Jesus. Come on, guys.
And thank you, John, for the $2 super chat. Oh my gosh, these two are just, again, I'm trying to give grace because I'm sure I was just dumb and we didn't have, Snapchat in the shower. Too long didn't read. This is Chandler Halderson's girlfriend. He was convicted of dismembering, burning, and scattering his parents' remains all over Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
This is his girlfriend. Yeah, this is his girlfriend who we all believe had to know something because she stayed in the room where he tried to barbecue said parents the night after and helped him clean up the alleged crime scene with hydrogen peroxide, though he said he cut his foot. Now, allegedly, at this point, she believes that his parents are missing. And she is going to give all the information that the cops need to pin Chandler to the wall, basically. Allegedly in Minecraft, and that is figuratively YouTube.
Yes.
She's a bit of a twit, I believe is what that might be.
Or twat, depending on how you want to look at it. For you UK people.
Just a little bit. She's kind of a bit 20. Are you starting?
Sorry.
You're good.
Oh God.
Stomach acid.
That was Sunday, right? That you went to get.
Starbucks and Panera. And then.
What time do you think that was at?
Can't even make her
Morning.
own coffee.
I think I might have a screenshot of my receipt.
She takes screenshots of her receipts. Why?
I went to a Starbucks once, and then they said they never got my order, and I didn't have the receipt, so I just take screenshots of my receipts now.
Because she wants to bring the receipts, Mo.
What Starbucks did you go to?
East Side one, the one by the East Town Mall.
Okay.
So
I go
expensive.
to Starbucks once every
I
4
had
years.
stars, so it was free.
Little Pill, I need to introduce
They
you to some
stopped doing the
people.
birthday ones.
Did they? That's evil. So my order for Panera was ready at 9:43, and the time stamp in the corner says 9:33 a.m.
Cool.
That's a good
Um,
idea. Yes, she
and
did.
then
Yes,
we
she
went back,
did.
hung out,
That's the
like had
best thing.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Chandler got there around like maybe the area between 12 and 1 ish.
That's not an area, that
Because
is
I
a
remember,
time.
let me check my call logs.
Vale, time is a social construct. You bigot. How dare you? She is simply we don't know. We don't know. Time could be anything. We don't know its gender and we don't assume its construct. It hasn't announced itself. So,
And time is money, so it can be an object apparently too.
yeah.
And if you're like our last week's lovely character, Miss Clinny, time can be some other, or money, time can be some other things with her.
Yeah, time can be private or you can pay for it.
It just depends.
Dad can set it up. Oh my gosh, that is so gross.
Yeah.
I don't believe that she is. I mean, okay, I know we are making fun of her, but she is, I believe, a pharmaceutical technician. So that should make you feel very good about your medicine. I think she is also in school, and I'm trying to give her a lot of grace because I didn't have a very long time where I was a dumb person on my own, just thinking about me. But I can imagine that I was just this dumb and insufferable.
I'm sure after this trial that she has probably had a personal growth spurt where she has realized that she might be naive and a bit stupid, and that she's probably, let's again give her the benefit of the doubt, that she might be a well-adjusted person now.
Well,
Maybe.
and to be honest, we're all like this until life kicks us really, really hard in the tit or the dangly bits, if you will. And then you become like me and you're like, oh, I guess life
Couldn't
hasn't kicked you in the nutsack yet. Well, I'll see you
can
after that. Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies and dark humor and maladaptive coping mechanisms, but
can
sarcasm.
well, all right. Can tits be dangly bits too?
Yes.
Technically?
Yes.
Okay. So we can just use dangly bits.
Dangly bits.
How much they
Since he
dangle is
FaceTimed us while we were
up for
in
debate.
Ross,